Behind the scenes shit goes on every fucking week.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything you could bestow upon the boys?
I guess the one I will tell you is, some of them have been public and most of them have not. But, everybody has this thing about Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou is a bad guy. He's not a good guy. He plays the whole, I don't understand the language, and he tries to come off like he's a fucking nice guy, you know what I mean? And people go, oh, it's the language barrier probably. No, there's no fucking language barrier with this guy. He's a bad guy. And I told my guys, I wanted to cut him early. And two of my matchmaker guys are like, oh, no, you don't understand. I said, guys, let me tell you a story. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. And this guy has shown. So he's going in to fight Stipe Miocic in Boston. And he knows he's going to fucking kill Stipe, right? So after the press conference, we're walking down this hallway, and he comes over to me and he grabs me. And he says, let me tell you what's going to happen. His English is fucking great, okay? No language barrier whatsoever. When this fight's over, you're going to book me a private plane to Paris. And I said, I laughed and said, oh, yeah. He goes, I'm not joking. You're going to book me a private plane to Paris. I said, okay. So we go our own ways. Stipe Miocic beats the fucking shit out of him. Beats the shit out of him. So that ended that whole conversation. And I should have fucking cut him that day. Then
that's crazy.
He comes up. So when this guy was,
So this is the first time
this is our first sort of
Stipe and
sort
Francis.
of run-in. Yeah, the first.
Yeah.
So then, when you're an athlete that's signed by the UFC, you get full access to the
Apex
Performance Institute, and you can eat there for free. Everything's free, and do all this stuff. This guy was fucking living there, right? And he had just fought, and he comes up to my office, and he's in the hallway or whatever, hanging out. And I said, "Come on in. What's going on?" And he was pissed off that he didn't get a $50,000 bonus in his last fight. That he didn't get the bonus of the night. And I said, "Well, Francis, you didn't get it because this, that." And he's in my office and he's arguing with me, and I'm like, "Yeah." This guy got this guy got that, and this is why. So the conversation's over. I'm starting to leave, and he grabs me by my shirt.
Fuck.
And like pushes me back in my office. And I said, dude, get your fucking hands off me.
Those were the words that came out of you when Francis Ngannou grabbed you by the shirt?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, I
would have been like, I hated this shirt. It's too tight.
Well, it's like,
snuggle me, this shirt.
But it's no, I could see in this guy's face and in his eyes and in the way he's acting who this guy really fucking is, And, then my guy Hunter they were talking about something. It might even have been the same thing. And when Hunter started to walk away, Francis grabbed him by the fucking back of his collar and fucking pulled him back, said, we're not done talking yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there was a lot that went into your dissolved relationship.
Oh, yeah. So this guy's not a good fucking guy. He's a bad guy. And if you look now he's over and he's done a deal with PFL in Saudi Arabia. And now he's asking to fight, me and John Jones need to fight, and fucking, I'm sure they wish they never fucking signed him.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't have to hear one word from any of those guys over there to know. Because I know. I've dealt with him. I know who he really is. And
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's always, those are the tricky things when you have an idea.
And I never talk about this type of shit publicly, but I felt like after the conversation in the hall and all the other shit, I had to give you fucking one.
You got to give us a
There's
little
one I'm willing
something.
to give you. I guess it's that one.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine that. That's got to be the trickiest
But these type of things happen,
Yeah.
We're in the killer business, man. These guys are fucking killers. And
Are there certain guys that you think they don't have the kill instinct in them, but they're incredible athletes and amazing martial artists.
100%.
So like a Wonder Boy, for example, like maybe he's a dark dude on another side,
Right?
Like amazing
I don't
competitor.
think so. I don't think he is.
Like he doesn't.
He's probably a bad example. He's a talented, great,
amazingly talented,
yes.
and seems like a good dude. And like, I feel like if he permanently injured someone in the ring, he would probably feel a little bad about it. Like I think he sees it as
you'd feel a lot bad about it. I mean, one of the things that I'm going into boxing in the almost 30-year history of the UFC. There's never been a death or serious injury. Dude. We spend a shitload of money on health and safety to make sure that these guys or whatever. Now in boxing, 3, 4, 5 guys die a year.
Dude, it's
wow.
How are you gonna stop that?
Spend the money on health and safety. So we make sure that we know most of the damage that happens to these guys is training for the fight. You know how much shit we catch in the UFC by making sure that these guys do all the right shit, and it's not cheap.
What do you mean?
MRIs and
so this is the advantage of having that fight facility.
Well, no, it's fucking expensive. You spend shitloads of money to make sure that these guys go to the doctors and get all the proper shit done, so that a healthy guy or girl is stepping into the octagon that night.
But it's huge for the business. I mean, like
it's everything. And it's obviously huge for the business, but it's huge for me
personally.
I don't know how I would react to that happening. I don't know if I could deal with that. You know, and I don't want to. I don't ever want to fucking know.
Boxing is peculiar in that way.
So we will spend the money.
But it's also like the nature of UFC is like when you concuss somebody, they might get hit one more time if the ref doesn't jump in. But that fight is pretty much over. With boxing, they let you get back up.
Well, it's not even that as much as it is leading up to a big fight, right? How many punches do you take?
You're talking about
in
like
sparring, preparing for that fight.
The gym
because
warriors.
What happens with the UFC guys is they're going to do some sparring, but they're doing grappling and they're fucking, all this. These
James
guys
Toney was
go
doing
in
hundreds of rounds a
for
week
3 months and do hundreds of rounds.
And you see the unfortunate damage on guys like the guys who get a little bit punchy. Yeah, it is a different.
It makes sense. It's like that's your league. You're investing in your players. So just like NBA, NFL,
you got to keep them healthy.
But like you said, the sparring is throwing punches. So how do you limit the sparring? What would you do?
No, you can't limit the sparring. What you do is you have to stay on top of the health and safety issues and make sure that we know.
But some guys do it less. Max was saying that
most of the people that die are the guys that go in and have a pre-existing thing from sparring and getting ready for the fight.
There's a brain bleed already there.
And we do notice these things with UFC guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had guys who have had aneurysms and all kinds of shit, leading up to a fight. We catch it and we pull the fight.